the audacious hope for a winner tomorrow. I'm Barack H. Obama, Washington, District of Columbia.
Thank you so much. Please, have a seat. Thank you. Well, first of all, congratulations, class of 2009. Thank you for the honorary degree that I received. I know it has not been without controversy. I don't know if you're aware of this, but these honorary degrees are apparently pretty hard to come by. So far, I'm only 1 for 2 as president. Father Hesburgh is 150 for 150. I guess that's better. So, Father Ted, after the ceremony, maybe you can give me some pointers to boost my average. I also want to congratulate the class of 2009 for all your accomplishments. And since this is Notre Dame, I mean, it's all right. And since we're fine, everybody. We're following Brennan's adage that we don't do things easily. We want to. We're not going to shy away from things that are uncomfortable sometimes. Now, since we all know about this university's proud and storied football team, but I also hear that Notre Dame holds the largest outdoor 5-on-5 basketball tournament in the world. Bookstore basketball. I want to congratulate the winners of this year's tournament, a team by the name of Hallelujah Hollaback. Congratulations. Well done. Though I have to say I'm personally disappointed that the Barack Oballers did not pull it out this year. So next year, if you need a 6'2" forward with a decent jumper, you know where I live. Your class has come of age at a moment of great consequence for our nation and for the world. A rare inflection point in history, where the size and scope of the challenges before us require that we remake our world to renew its promise. And we must find a way to reconcile our ever-shrinking world with its ever-growing diversity. Diversity of thought, diversity of culture, and diversity of belief. In short, we must find a way to live together as one human family. And it's this last challenge that I'd like to talk about today, despite the fact that Father John stole all my best lines. For the major threats we face in the 21st century, whether it's global recession or violent extremism, the spread of nuclear weapons or pandemic disease, these things do not discriminate. They do not recognize borders. They do not seek color. They do not target specific ethnic groups. Moreover, no one person or religion or nation can meet these challenges alone. Our very survival has never required greater cooperation and greater understanding among all people from all places than at this moment in history. Unfortunately, finding that common ground, recognizing that our fates are tied up, as Dr. King said, in a single garment of destiny, is not easy. And yet one of the vexing things for those of us interested in promoting greater understanding and cooperation among people is the discovery that even bringing together persons of goodwill, bringing together men and women of principle and purpose, even accomplishing that can be difficult. The soldier and the lawyer may both love this country with equal passion and yet reach very different conclusions on the specific steps needed to protect us from harm. Those who speak out against stem cell research may be rooted in an admirable conviction about the sacredness of life, but so are the parents of a child with juvenile diabetes who are convinced that their son's or daughter's hardships might be relieved. That's when we discover at least the possibility of common ground. That's when we begin to say, maybe we won't agree on abortion, but we can still agree that this heart-wrenching decision for any woman is not made casually. It has both moral and spiritual dimensions. So let us work together to reduce the number of women seeking abortions. Let's reduce unintended pregnancies. But surely we can do so without reducing those with differing views to caricature. Open hearts, open minds, fair-minded words. It's a way of life that has always been the Notre Dame tradition. Now, this tradition of cooperation and understanding is one that I learned in my own life many years ago, also with the help of the Catholic Church. You see, I was not raised in a particularly religious household, but my mother instilled in me a sense of service and empathy that eventually led me to become a community organizer after I graduated college. And a group of Catholic churches in Chicago helped fund an organization known as the Developing Communities Project. And we worked to lift up South Side neighborhoods that had been devastated when the local steel plant closed. And it was quite an eclectic crew, Catholic and Protestant churches, Jewish and African American organizers, working class black, white, and Hispanic residents, all of us with different experiences, all of us with different beliefs. But all of us learned to work side by side because all of us saw in these neighborhoods other human beings who needed our help to find jobs and improve schools. We were bound together in the service of others. And I'd like to think that we touched the hearts and minds of the neighborhood families whose lives we helped change. For this, I believe, is our highest calling. Now you, class of 2009, are about to enter the next phase of your life at a time of great uncertainty. You'll be called to help restore a free market that's also fair to all who are willing to work. You'll be called to seek new sources of energy that can save our planet, to give future generations the same chance that you had to receive an extraordinary education. And whether as a person drawn to public service or simply someone who insists on being an active citizen, you will be exposed to more opinions and ideas broadcast through more means of communication than ever existed before. You'll hear talking heads scream on cable, and you'll read blogs that claim definitive knowledge, and you will watch politicians pretend they know what they're talking about. Be unafraid to speak your mind when those values are at stake. Hold firm to your faith and allow it to guide you on your journey. In other words, stand as a lighthouse. Treat one another as we wish to be treated. The call to love. The call to serve. To do what we can to make a difference in the lives of those with whom we share the same brief moment on this earth. To understand that we all seek the same love of family, the same fulfillment of a life well lived. If nothing else, that knowledge should give us faith that through our collective labor and God's providence and our willingness to shoulder each other's burdens, America will continue on its precious journey towards that more perfect union. Congratulations, class of 2009. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.